Hey, what's going on, good people? Welcome to Russ Can Fly. All right, back in the airplane after COVID!
Perfect.
All right, so I am about to make a run to Hazleton. Just a nice, easy, straight northwest flight. I've been to Hazleton before. That was where I did my first fly-in with Brother Anderson. And I figured I'd take this time to fly to Hazleton. It's a nice, easy flight. It's still, you know, a meaningful one from the standpoint that it's a legit cross-country. Just looking for my seatbelt. But one that's not too demanding. And one of the things I will say before I get this engine started and everything, this COVID stuff was like really rough. I mean, it was definitely interesting. So definitely be careful out there because it is nothing to play with. All right, let's get this engine started. Clear prop. All right, here we go. So as you can see, this engine was real cold, so I had to do some more prime and give it another shot. Check. All right, that seems to be pretty good. All right, so you can see that engine was really struggling to start, but she finally kicked on in. Let's get these flaps up. Cycle these flaps a couple times just to make sure, because it's been cold. And so I just want to make sure that they're working properly. So just cycle them a couple times. All right, so oil pressure is good. Just letting her warm up a little bit. I'm the first to fly, first to start. All right, so just putting in flight plan here. KY. Kilo Delta Yankee Lima to Kilo Hotel Zulu Lima. Quick flight, 57 nautical miles, 40 minutes. I was gonna go up here and check my brakes, but Alpha Uniform just cut in front of me there. See him right there? Yeah, I see you, brother. Probably taking him to the to get worked on here. All right, now let's check our brakes. All right, brakes are good. All right, let's taxi on out. All right, welcome to another flight. So this is my first flight post-COVID. Definitely looking forward to a nice, easy flight. Like I said, this flight to Hazleton will be nice and easy. Nothing too strenuous. And so it'll be just nice to be back into the airplane after post-COVID. Now, here's what I will say about the COVID experience. COVID is no joke. The most important thing is getting to a hospital or a doctor as quickly as possible and getting tested so you can confirm that you're positive, and getting your medication. The sooner you can get on top of the medication piece and managing your symptoms, the sooner you can kind of have relief. The symptoms, like the coughing is just crazy. And so that would be the thing that I would say to you, that even if you think it's a cold, just go to a minute clinic, just go in there, have them test you, and then that way you can get on top of this thing. It's a doozy. And as you can see, I'm still not finished with all of the coughing. So it is nothing to play with. And I think the coughing is the most serious of it. I mean, it's just no joke. So don't sleep on it, people. It is nothing to toy with. It is still around. It is still happening. It is still a real thing. All right, so I'm gonna pull up here and get myself situated, do my run up, make sure everything is copacetic, and we will get on out of here. Trim is set for takeoff. Flaps, we're not going to do anything special, so the flaps are going to be up. Mixture is full rich. Carburetor heat is cold. I'm going to turn on my taxi landing light, and we are good to go. Doylestown traffic, Cessna 902-789 are departing runway 23, Doylestown. All right, I don't see anybody coming on final. I don't see anybody on the field, so let's taxi up and make magic happen. And one of the things I'm really gonna be looking for is performance. I always use basically the windsock. If I'm not making good power, or if it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to rotate, I'm gonna abort the takeoff. And so that's my check. So airspeed is not where it needs to be, then I will abort and have time to stop. All right, get center line here. All right, I see 2-3 on the compass, 2-3 and 2-3 on the field. All right, heels to the floor, full power. All right, engine instruments in the green, oil temp, oil pressure, suction, all look good. Airspeed is coming alive. And she popped right off, way before the windsock. And in the little nose down trim. And one of the things I'm trying to do too is make sure I keep my heading, because I get sloppy when I first take off. I don't want to do that. I want to keep my heading. And Doylestown traffic, Cessna 902-789er, right crosswind turn out to the northwest. Last call, Doylestown. All right, this plane, one thing I will say about 902-789er, beast of a plane. Beast of a plane. We are climbing at 1,300 feet per minute. Beast! And you see how quick it popped off so used to Little Sammy. And the only reason why I didn't fly Little Sammy today is because he's got his schedule just interfered with mine. Our schedules were not simpatico. So I hope everybody's doing well. I am definitely feeling blessed to be past the COVID situation. And it just really makes me...
Radio check, Doylestown.
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear, thank you.
It just makes me really appreciate health. People talk about things that they have. The trinkets, the baubles, the shiny things. And trust me, you know, I'm not mad at a nice car. Definitely not mad at a nice airplane. Because I wouldn't mind having one myself one of these days, good Lord willing. But none of that means anything when you're sick. I'm telling you, you got to take care of yourself. So with that, I'll definitely say that you are all in my prayers, that you all are experiencing good health, because that's the most important thing. And as you can see, the COVID thing really had, you know, a profound impact for sure. All right, so this mission, what's the mission of this flight? So you know I always try to have a mission anytime I fly. The mission of this flight is just to fly. Excuse me for the cough. So just really making sure that I'm dialed in. This is the first time I've flown after a major illness. I've been sick. I was sick a couple times during my flight training, but it was just basic stuff. It was nothing major. It was mostly just like smaller stuff, like colds and whatnot. And at one point I did have like a real light flu thing or something, but it was really nothing of any import. But this COVID thing really was impactful. And so this flight
is celebratory. And I dedicate this to the good Lord for bringing me through that whole situation and allowing me to see the other side of it so that I can be back in the air and talking to all of you, or at least talking to myself in the airplane. And you know, it really means a lot to me that not only am I back to health, but I'm back in the airplane, because this really means a lot to me. I don't know what it is about this aviation thing, but I just absolutely love it. And that's why you see I take great pains to share it with people. Oh, and before I forget, because I'm kind of all over the place, because I'm really trying to focus on my flying here, keeping my altitude, my heading, all of that kind of stuff. New merch! So this is in celebration of flying all around the world. Let's all fly. And flying isn't just in an airplane. We're supposed to go to all kinds of parts and experience things and meet people. And so that's what this new merch represents. So for 2023, this is the new merch, Let's Fly. And it's really about discovering the world, getting out in the world, meeting people, helping people, loving on people, bringing us back to where we were pre-COVID, where we are really better together than separate. And so that's what this merch represents. If you're interested, check the store. It's you know, you'll see it in the video. This video belongs down. But yeah, so if you're interested, go to the store on, you know, below this video, you'll see it. And this is the merch for 2003. Let's fly. You know, let's fly. And let's fly means a lot of different things. It means meeting your goals, helping out new people, starting that new business, writing that book. You hear me, sister? Know who I'm talking to. Starting that new job. So, let's fly, everyone. Let's fly. There are no limits. Alright, so that's it. That's my little promotion. And definitely, you know, a design that I definitely have grown to love. And I really want to thank all of the folks who reached out to me when I posted about having COVID, all of the prayers, all of the well wishes. One of the things that I want everybody to know is that the amount of love that have been shown about this journey, about my COVID journey, is a testament to how good people really are out there. I know it's easy to be cynical, it really is. There's times when I'm cynical. Sometimes I'm at work and I'm just scratching my head about something that just really doesn't make any sense to me. And then I start to think, maybe, am I overstaying my welcome? Is it time for me to go? Well, of course it's not time for me to go, because there's still bills to be paid, including this. Gas ain't cheap. Even in those small times where even I devolved to little cynicism, little negativity, I think about all of the amazing support that I've received, especially during COVID. And so, a lot of great people out there, folks. So don't give up on humanity. People are really good. Alright, so if you look out there, you see my famous ridges that I love and know so well. And let me turn here so you can see, and we'll get back on course. But I'm gonna make this turn real quick so you can see out front here. That is the Delaware Water Gap in all its glory. So yep, that is the Delaware River, and that is where it goes, cuts through the mountain. And I remember the first time I saw that, just just amazing. So I definitely wanted to make this quick little turn so you could see the water gap. And yeah, it's really cool. And see how it just cuts right through there. And what I'll do is I'll keep flying. We'll fly through the water gap, and then I'll get back on course here. But we're flying over the Delaware water gap. And then let me make another turn. I want you to see something. Look down there. Watch my altitude. See down there? Road goes in, and the road disappears. Tunnel. Tunnel going through. So that road right down there is going right into the tunnel. So these are all the things, man. I just, you just get to see. It just changes your perspective. And that's the one thing I love about flying. Sometimes it's elevating yourself. It gives you a change in perspective and allows you to see things a little differently. So that's why I always tell people, do something different. It doesn't have to be a physical change of your elevation, but change your perspective. Look at something a little differently. And things will be revealed to you. You'll see things that you may not have ever seen before. To be honest with you, I've seen the Delaware water gap before, but I never really paid much attention to, wow, like, there's a tunnel down there, and I've never paid attention to that before. And I've seen it. I've flown over this. You've seen me fly over this. Looking out here, you've seen me flying over these ridges before. But for whatever reason, it was just revealed to me that, wow, there's a tunnel down there. Because I saw the road, and I saw the road disappear, and I'm like, wait, where's the road going? Well, the road is going into a mountain. It's amazing what a small change in perspective, or you just changing what you're looking at, or looking at something anew for the first time, will just change your perspective. And alright, so 2-8 is right traffic, but 10 seems to be regular. So we're going to go 10. Alright, and that means, I'm just going to go in and going to cross midfield for a left downwind for runway 10. Let me get focused here. Alright, let me start my descent. So mixture's going to go full rich. Carb heat is going to come in. So I don't know if what I'm seeing here out the front, if this is Hazleton, PA? Not sure, but and I believe the airport is going to be kind of like right on the other side of this ridge up here, if I remember correctly. Hazleton traffic, Cessna 92789er, about 5 miles southeast of the field. Going to overfly midfield for a left downwind from runway 10, Hazleton. All right, so let's prepare for landing. Check my brakes. Brakes are good. Taxi landing light comes on. Carb heat is already on. Mixture is already full rich. And we are set to land. And Hazleton traffic, Cessna 92789er, crossing midfield for a left downwind from runway 10, Hazleton. And Hazleton traffic, Cessna 92789er, turning left downwind from runway 10, Hazleton. Alright, I am a beam. RP, let's do our first notch of flaps. And Hazleton traffic, Cessna 92789er, turning final, runway 10, full stop, Hazleton.
Alright, cue the music. Time to get this baby on the ground. Let's get it. More speed than I want. I'm gonna have to bleed some of the speed off. Oh, that was raggedy. That was raggedy. So one of the things that you're seeing up there as I pull up is those are a bunch of airplanes that they use for jumpers. So that's what you have up there.
All right, so gonna go in here. Gonna talk to some folks, and thank you all for your support, all your prayers, your help. You know, all that stuff has been great. All right, take care, Russ Kid. Russ can fly. I'm out. Peace.